some more.
Yo, what's good, people? Izzy Max here, back again with some more Draft League content. This is a new league that I am the maker of. I decided to kind of form my own VGC league. I had a lot of fun in the first season, and I just decided to make a league for myself. So today we are in week 1. On the screen you will see the 2 teams. I'm going up against Dark King this week. He has a very scary team. Offense is kind of circulating around the Porygon Z. As you see, my team, I was drafting based on self procs and just overall synergy. So I do have the Dragapult with the Gourgeist, Dragapult with the Terrakion, Riolu, Mamoswine, Colossal with the Dragapult or the Primarina. Overall, I'm very happy with my draft. But before we go into the match, which is already played because I do post-record or pre-record, the 6 that I thought he was going to bring was pretty close to the 6 that he did end up bringing. I thought he was going to bring Incineroar, Porygon Z, Grimmsnarl, Milotic, Dracozolt, and Kangaskhan. The first 4 are pretty obvious. They were really good against my team. They're solid pieces on his. Dracozolt just maybe for the offense. And then Kangaskhan because it is the only scrappy fake out user, and I do have Dragapult. So that's kind of what I thought he would bring. So now let's go ahead and get into the game. This is best 2 out of 3. I do have it sped up just so it's not too long, but we do see the 6 that he ended up bringing. He ends up bringing the Mienshao and the Runerigus for kind of a Trick Room option, which is totally fine. But here I thought about bringing the Primarina Terrakion because nothing on his team can really stop that combo. But then I started to think about the Grimmsnarl, and I thought it would be kind of an issue that I didn't have any way to redirect that Thunder Wave. So I do end up leading with the Braviary Clefable, the combo that destroyed me in the playoffs of the other league, which I did end up getting to draft this time around. Thought it was really good. But he does end up leading with his Double Darks, Grimmsnarl, and Incineroar, which is really good. I figured he would lead the Incineroar. That's why I kind of switched to the Braviary as well. So now I'm at +1. And I'm just going to follow me here. Or actually, I'm going to double protect. He has 2 fake out users. So there's really no reason for me to do anything but double protect. These 2 mons don't usually max, so I wasn't expecting for that to come. Also, Burning Jealousy is usually on the Incineroar, so I need a way to one-shot it without having to do anything like extra. So we do see the Burning Jealousy there in the Thunder Wave, so I know what's coming. And here I just decide to close combat the Incineroar. It should kill unless it is physically bulky. Even a max HP, max attack Incineroar should die to a +1 close combat. So I do follow me here as he goes for the taunt, which was a really good play. Grimmsnarl is kind of a problem for me, especially since I didn't bring Primarina in the back. So the Incineroar ends up going down, which is really good. So I am at +1 attack, but my defenses are kind of lowered. I'm probably at neutral because of Friend Guard. So that's a big plus as he brings in Mienshao. Again, I was kind of expecting Fake Out. So I said, okay, whatever. I can just Icy Wind, get some speed, lower his speeds. And I thought about going for the Iron Head into the Grimmsnarl. But then I thought to myself, well, Mienshao will probably kill me if it wants to max here and go for like a max rock or something. So I do end up deciding to max my Braviary, which I thought was just the best option that I had. As here we see that the Thunder Wave misses, which is unfortunate, but I am Lumberry, as he does get the crit Drain Punch. That crit was kind of important. It's gonna help later on in the turns to where I don't actually live a hit. But here we do get the Icy Wind off on the Grimmsnarl. Not that it really matters, but we do see that it was eject button. So that's going to be some good info moving forward into Game 2. As we do see the Porygon Z come out, it does download. Unfortunately, it gets the attack boost, which is probably not what my opponent wanted. And he does just send out the Grimmsnarl again. Not really fearing a fake out, I do just go ahead and switch into Gourgeist here. kind of to help reset my Clefairy, and knowing that he's not really going to target my Clefairy with anything like super effective. So we do see the Frisk there. We see the Life Orb, which is expected on a Porygon Z, as he does end up maxing here. This is pretty much what I expected would be his max Pokemon. It's really good at its job. As he does miss another Thunder Wave, that one was kind of important. But in the following turn, or in the turn previous, if he didn't get the crit, I would live this anyway. So it kind of came down. Oh, I might not have, because I don't have Clefairy on the field anymore. So yeah, that one probably mattered. In the long run, I was still probably KOing Porygon. But here I do just send out Clefairy. I don't really have an attack to kill the Porygon. So I wanted to bring Clefairy back out, knowing that it could take some heat off of Gourgeist, because I knew how I would win this in-game, but I needed to get the burn on the Porygon. So I do Will-O-Wisp here, get the burn. This is going to help me kind of mitigate a lot of his recoil damage. So he's taking Life Orb every turn. Now he's taking burn, and now I'm in my Dragapult. So I'm not really in a good position here, because he could Thunder Wave my Dragapult and it would be all over. So instead I just double protect. If he's going to hit my Dragapult, since I am weakness policy, I can live any hit. I have a lot of bulk in this Dragapult. It's only faster. It's only EV'd fast enough to outspeed my Terrakion. So here he does go for the Hail, which actually ended up helping me more than it helped him. So now I have my weakness policy procced. He's taking Hail damage, Life Orb damage, and Burn damage. As you're going to see here, that actually ended up mattering. Because if he didn't take Hail damage, he would have lived from the Burn. But now he is dead. I still have all 3 turns, or no, both players are done with their maxing. I'm sorry. But here I do go for the Trick or Treat, which I thought was a great play, as he is actually going to use Dazzling Gleam. So I do end up outspeeding with everything. He Gleams. Of course, Dragapult misses, and Gourgeist takes a bit. My Gourgeist is max HP, max speed, I believe. But here, now that he is Ghost type, this is neutral. That was a crit. It's kind of unfortunate, but it doesn't really matter, as this is going to KO, winning me game 1, 2-0. So that was a really good game on his end. He did end up losing, but I was in a really rough spot. If I didn't have Trick or Treat, I think I actually would have lost there. As we ready up here for game 2, I was kind of thinking to change my strategy a little bit. Seeing how good I was doing at speed control, I expected him to bring his Trick Room option. So I am bringing Clefairy Primarina to start, because if he is bringing his Trick Room option, Primarina is naturally slower than everything but the Runerigus. And I am running a negative speed nature, so I would be able to outspeed likes of these Incineroar and the Grimmsnarl. Also the Milotic, I believe. Yeah, because Milotic is base 81. So here in game 2, you've seen my lead. His lead actually ended up changing a little bit. He's not leading his double support. He is leading with Milotic. It turns out the Milotic is not zoom, not scope lens, wide lens. And here I'm choice specs. I kind of wanted to go for Hyper Voice, but I didn't know if it would actually kill the Grimmsnarl. So I am just going to follow me. He is going to taunt again, which is fine, as he just hits a raw Hypnosis. This is when I found out that he was actually wide lens, because that's only 55% accurate, but we are able to take out the Grimmsnarl there, and Primarina already did his job. I see once the Grimmsnarl was gone, I seen an in-game in sight. As bad as that sounds, I knew I won as soon as the Grimmsnarl went down. So here I'm just trying to mitigate a little bit. My Clefairy is asleep. I know he's going to start ignoring it. Here as he goes for the max, which of course is the Porygon Z, and Primarina is so bulky. This is max HP, max special attack, and I live a max lightning with a good chunk of my HP left. And then the Milotic goes for the Scald. I knew I was going to live that, and I just fire off a big Moonblast into the Porygon Z. Here, I know Primarina is going to die. Primarina is going to die to anything that touches it. So I decide, well, let's just click Icy Wind. I didn't want to actually wake up this turn. I was hoping I would actually wake up next turn when my taunt and everything would be over, but this actually ended up playing out pretty well. So Clefairy takes a little bit there, as Icy Wind actually misses the Milotic, so that's kind of big because I don't activate competitive. And now I'm debating which one to go into, but I figured Dragapult would be fine. I'm just going to do the same thing I did in game 1 and protect. I know that Dragapult is the issue for him, but I actually made an interesting and super risky play here. Knowing that Dragapult is the problem, I'm going to hard switch Clefairy out because I figured he's not going to target the Clefairy. I'm still taunted. So I actually end up getting Terrakion in safe here, which was huge. As he does just go for the max Hailstorm. Doesn't do too much to me. I'm still above half. My weakness policy procced. And he does reveal the Ice Beam on the Milotic, which is totally fine. So now I have two powerhouse Mons out on the field. And he has to think, well, am I going to beat up? Am I just going to start attacking? Because I do have my weakness policy procced. And I just decide, well, what the heck. Let's go for Max Phantasm. If it kills the Milotic, it also lowers the defense, which is why I'm going for Rock Slide. So if it doesn't end up killing, I will be able to kill with the Rock Slide. Granted, if it hits. So here we do see the Max Phantasm, and it does actually end up killing the Milotic. I am at +2. I didn't think it wouldn't, but just on the off case that it did. And then Rock Slide here comes off, and it does just end up killing the Porygon. I figured it would. Terrakion is a monster. We take some hail damage here, and his last Mon is going to be the Mienshao. And again, I didn't know if it was Focus Sash, so I went ahead and protected to save some differential. Because this league is, I think, might come down to some differential points, so I do just end up protecting here just in case. But Max Lerman is going to be able to take out the Mienshao and win me this game at a +5 differential for the match. So this was a good showing first overall. Oh, we're just replaying it. Let's not do that. This was a really good showing for my team. I'm really impressed with how it worked. I do have a lot of different synergies I can kind of call upon. Not only this, but if you've seen in the team preview here, I also have a Trick Room option. I have Colossal, which he thought I was going to bring. I can proc Mamoswine. Mamoswine's just good overall. Riolu offers me really good support. So I'm excited to see where this team leads me in the future. But as for week 1, we played really, really well. Our opponent played game 1 really well. I kind of just outplayed him, outled kind of in game 2. Like I said, as soon as that Grimmsnarl went down, I was kind of for sure I was going to win. But yeah, GG to him, and good luck for the rest of the season, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.